Thanks for warming them up for me, Brother Gunn.
Amen. They sure enough did now.
They quiet now.
Maybe they'll hear you.
How y'all doing?
Good.
How are you?
Boy, y'all quiet tonight.
They can't blame me because they was like that before I got up there.
If you got your Bible, turn to Exodus 31:18 for me. Tonight, we're going to preach on the mighty hand of God.
Yeah.
Amen.
While you're turning there, I don't think we understand just how mighty our God is tonight. Exodus 31:18, and he gave unto Moses, when he had an end of communing with him, on Mount Sinai, two tables of testimony, table of stone, written with the finger of God. Before we, I've got a lot of scriptures tonight, and I'm going to be real quick and fast with them. Our God was not a made up in the mind of a man. He is big, he is mighty, and I don't even know how to explain it.
Come on.
Lost my place here. Sorry, guys. Job 19:21, it says, have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of God hath touched me. The other night I was sitting with Uncle Donnie, and we began looking over scriptures. Let me tell you, what I feel here tonight is something a little bit different than what we felt. He give me a scripture, I give him a scripture. I tell him something, he tell me something. And before we know, we done spent 2 hours and God started speaking.
There you go.
So, turn to Job 38, 1 through 26, and I'm going to go ahead and read these and we're going to get on with it. Job 38 and 1. Then the Lord answered of Job out of a whirlwind and said, who is that darketh the counsel of words without knowledge? Gird up by thy lions like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Where wast thou when I laid the foundations upon the earth? Declare that hath the understanding.
Yeah.
Who hath laid the measures thereof in the knowest, or who hath stretched the line upon it, whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened? Or who laid the cornerstone thereof? When the morning stars sang together, and the sons of God shouted for joy. Or who shut up the sea with doors when it brake forth, as it had issued out of a womb? When I made the cloud a garment thereof, thick darkness and swallowing band for it, and break up for it for my decreed place, and set bar of doors. And he said, here there shall come, but no further, here shall thou proud wave stay.
Right.
How thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused thy despairing to know his place, that it might take hold to the ends of the earth, that the wicked might be shaken out of it. It is turned as clay to the seal, and they stand as a garment. And from the wicked light that is withholden, and high arms shall be broken. Hast thou entered into the springs of the sea, and hast thou walked in the search of death? Have the gates of death been opened unto thee, or hast thou seen the doors of the shadow of death? Hast thou perceived the breadth of the earth? Declare that thou knowest it all. Where is the way where light dwelleth? As for the darkness and the place thereof, that thou shalt take it into the bound thereof, and thou shalt knoweth the pass of thereof? Knowest thou it because thou wasn't born, or because the number of thy days is great? Hast thou entered into the treasures of the snow, or hast thou seen the treasures of hell? Which I have reserved against the time of trouble, against the day of battle of war. By that way is light parted, which scattereth east wind upon the earth. Who hath divided a water of course of overflowing of waters, or a way of lightning of thunder, to cause it to rain on the earth where no man is, on the wilderness where there is no man.
See what man is compared to him? Can't even breathe.
How great and mighty is God tonight. I go back to this because it's very important to what I'm fixing to say. Don't think that God was made up by some individual. I don't want you to, I want y'all to understand just how big he really is.
That's right.
He told Job, he said, Job, where was thou when I laid thy foundations? Where was you tonight? When he carved out the canyons, traced the rivers with his fingers. Where was you?
Yes, God.
Or when he met Moses up there and he traced the commandments on Mount Sinai with his fingers.
Come on, son.
Just how mighty is our God tonight.
Amen. Come on. No limit to him.
Is our God not so mighty that he can't raise the dead?
Amen.
Come on.
Woo, I feel something shaking up in me tonight. Y'all ain't feeling what I'm feeling tonight.
Bless him, Lord.
Y'all too quiet in here. Woo, I can't get no help.
Come on. Amen.
Our God is so mighty
Right.
that he was able to throw a prophet in the belly of a whale and 3 days later bring him out preaching. Our God is so mighty that when Lazarus died, he left him in the grave 4 days, and on the 4th day he come out and he says,
Bring it on.
Lazarus, come forth.
Right.
What would have happened if he had not have said Lazarus?
Right.
Think about that for a minute. If he'd have just said came forth, would they all come out their grave tonight?
Yeah, they would.
Donnie Larson, you died 5 times. But he said, you shall live. How many times has he called your name? Or how about the time that Judah, when they were eating, Judah said, what thou doest, doeth quickly. What thou doest, doeth quickly. And when Judah brought the Roman soldiers into the garden, Peter the hothead, I love Peter. Don't understand Peter, but boy, he was a hothead. And they came up there and Peter took his sword. And what did he do? Cut that ear off. How mighty is our God? See, when you attack the Roman soldiers in those days, it would forever disqualify you from never being used of God. Why? Because when you attack a Roman soldier, the penalty was death. I'm going somewhere here with this. The penalty was death. But honey, when he reached down and he picked that ear up and he attached it, he forever got rid of any evidence that Peter ever did anything wrong. Let me understand this. How great is our God? Do you know how hard it is? You can't just stick that ear on there. There's blood cells, there's ligaments, there's hairs, and they all got to go back to the same place. The same place. How big and how mighty is our God tonight.
Amen. Right.
In Jeremiah, he said, before I formed thee in thy mother's womb, I knew thee.
Amen. Amen.
Before I formed thee.
That's right.
When he was on the cross. How big and mighty is our God when he was on the cross.
Yeah, come on, son.
He was on his mind.
That's right.
Amen.
He knew that you'd be in this place tonight.
Yes, God.
He knew what you were going to do last night. He knows what you're going to do tomorrow. There's nothing that you can do that's ever going to surprise our God. How big and mighty is our God tonight? What God are you serving tonight?
Amen.
That's it.
Is our God not so big that he walked into Tabitha's room and all the people were in there and he said, get out? Why? Why they had to get out? They did not believe. Woo! But Tabitha did. Why? Because she rose up. Or how about when he went to the temple? Saw the mother crying and she was carrying her son on the stretcher. He said, why is thou crying? He looked at it and says, arise, my child. Is our God not so big tonight that he went to the well where the guy was, spit on some dirt, wiped it on his eyes. He said, go wash your eyes off. And he could see.
Yes,
Amen.
God.
Whoa, y'all not feeling what I'm feeling tonight. Woo! Or how about the lame man that was up there? And he said, what is wrong? He said, I can't move. I can't move. Crippled. My God walked up over his mighty hand. He says, get up out of bed and walk.
Amen.
Get up thy bed and walk. How mighty is our God that when he came to Peter on the ship, your ship won't make it, but you will. How mighty is our God tonight when Tina got in a wreck. That car should have ran, that truck should have ran right through your car, but because of the mighty hand of God, you're still here.
Yes. That's right.
Is our God not so mighty tonight that he can make the deaf hear? As long as Peter and his men abided in the ship, they survived. As long as they believed God. I'll give you an illustration here. Peter got out of the boat and said, Lord, can I come to you? Lord, if that's you, let me come to you. He said, come, my child. As long as Peter had his eyes on God,
Right.
He walked.
he was walking on water.
Right.
Whoa, but the first time that he took his eyes off of God, he started falling.
Right.
Tonight, who do you got your eyes on tonight?
Right.
Amen.
Right. Right.
Who do you have your eyes on tonight? He said, whatever I do, you can also do greater.
Right. Amen.
Is your faith so great tonight that you can walk on water? Or is my God so great that he was able to put a belly in a virgin's womb and 33 years later became the Savior of the world? How mighty is our God?
Tell it, son. Amen. Take it all. Breathe it all.
Scriptures all over this Bible, and we went through all of these the other night.
That's wonderful, son. Preach it. How great is this man of God.
say you love the Lord tonight, but are you showing you love Him?
Amen.
Do you prove it every day? Come on. How often you telling you love Him? What happens in marriage is you get to tell one another, I don't love you, but I forgot you.
How mighty is our God tonight.
Yeah, come on, honey. Obey God.
How mighty is our God tonight when the viper bit Peter on the hand. Peter should have died. Peter should have died when he was bitten on his hand. But he just shook it off. You know what kind of faith that is? That's called believing. Do you got Peter faith or you got Judah faith? Tonight. Are you believing like Judas? Or are you believing like Peter tonight?
Amen.
I can't get no help in here. Whoa!
Come on. Yeah. Amen.
Boy, I just want to run tonight. I got something building up inside of me. Woo!
Go ahead. James is watching your head going.
How great is our God? How mighty is our God? You've heard this. She died. He prayed to his one God. She shall live. Whoever believeth in me shall not perish, but have everlasting life. How mighty is our God tonight? Is your God mighty?
Yes, sir.
Obey God.
Come on.
What thou doest, you must do quickly. I don't know why tonight, Tina, but whatever you do, you must do quickly tonight. Do it quickly. How mighty is our God that when He walks down our dusty road and laid the foundation, this whole time He was in the palm of His hand. You're in the palm of His hand tonight. That nail-scarred hand. That nail-scarred hand. When Thomas said, I cannot believe because I can see it. But he came to doubt no Thomas. He said, blessed Thomas that you have seen. But more blessed are those that who believe and not have seen.
Right.
Tonight, how mighty
There you go.
is your God tonight? Are you believing in a Judas God or are you believing in the real God tonight?
Tell it, son. Come on. That's good.
He's never left you, never forsaken you, but He's always had you right there in the palm of your hand. God said He'd never leave you.
That's what
Let
he
me hold
said.
your hand, Sister Gunn. He's always reached out for your hand. And He's never let go, but you're the one that lets go.
Right. That's it. There you go.
How mighty is your God tonight?
Amen.
Sound like a broken record, but God, this is how He gave it to me. Sorry, folks.
Come on.
If you don't like it, tell Him about it.
That's right. You preach next Wednesday.
Son, just obey God.
See how you bring it up.
Oh, hallelujah. Let God have His way.
So there we go.
Come on, King.
Oh, bless the Lord.
Come on.
Bless the Lord. Hallelujah.
Ooh, Lord, help me, Jesus.
Yes, God.
Yeah. Come on, bud.
is our God tonight? When he walked in and the man had all those demons in him. Before he ever walked in the room, they knew he was coming.
Legion.
Legion. He walked in the room, they said, whoa, don't cast me out of here. Let us go into those hogs over there. He said, my God so mighty, he didn't say anything. He said, go. Go. But the hogs didn't even want him.
The hogs didn't even want it.
The hogs didn't even want him tonight. They took off. And they killed themselves.
Drowned themselves. That's right. They didn't want them demons written in.
At the last moment when Judas turned him over, what did he say?
Yes, God.
Your betrayal was sealed with a kiss. Where were you when he laid the foundations of the earth out?
There you go.
When he carved the seas out? When he made the lands like they're supposed to be? Is our God so not mighty that when he says, let there be light, there shall be light? Where were you when he said, stars be born, and they were in existence? Tonight, where were you when our mighty God said, let there be vegetation from the ground and it's sprouted?
Yes, God.
Are you more mightier than my God than when he said, let the mountain come and it came tonight?
Come on, son.
How mighty is our God that you've never fallen? Or how mighty is my God tonight that every time that you get in your car, you make it to work and you make it home safely?
Amen.
Amen.
Or how mighty is our God tonight when a car should have just ran over and killed you, but his hand was there and stopped that car?
Come on, buddy.
Or how mighty is my God tonight when you should have been dead from dying of cancer, but you're still here?
Right.
Amen.
Yes.
My God is angry tonight.
Yeah, he is. Forgot it.
Come on, son.
My God is angry because when he woke you up this morning, you had a purpose. Yea, even though me and you are sitting here tonight, we still not have fulfilled our purpose for our day that he has given us. When you got up this morning, did you pray for everyone in your family? Did you pray for your brothers that you don't even know yet?
Come on. No.
Or is my God so mighty that he can bring a city out of the sky for us?
There you go.
And here's a question tonight, and I want you to think about this. My God.
Come on, Keith.
There's two things that our human race believes. Tonight, there's two things that our country and world believes. One, God never existed. Two, he did exist. Science is always trying to prove that he never did exist. But they can never do that because they always go back to, oh, it's just the Big Bang. Well, how did we make it there? How? There's only one thing scientists keep coming up with. It was there. He was there. Science never disapproves God. It always approves God. And I'll tell you something else. If my God never existed, then how come we've never met an atheist in a foxhole? Tonight, I've got friends and buddies of mine and cousins of mine that fought in the war, and I've never heard him come back and say, well, I was with a guy over there and says, God, you're the God of nothing and nothing of all. Whatever you do, let me get out of here. No, because when there's bullets whizzing over your head, the only thing you can say is, God, please help me. When you're in pain so bad, it makes you want to go to church saying, God, if you're really God, take the pain away. It'll make you come to church and try to find God. But how mighty is your God tonight when He laid the foundation below your feet? Just how mighty is our God tonight?
Amen. Lord, help us. Help us. Help us. Wake up.
Peter. God got angry with Peter. It's in the Bible. Read it. It's all about Peter. Look, I'm more like Peter than I am anything in the Bible. I mean, I'm not, well, I guess I could have that much faith if I really believe like Peter did. But Peter is about as backwards as a man can be. How many people you know that when he said his father, that's it, I'm done, I'm going fishing naked. Don't ever go fishing naked, boy. I don't care how bad it is, don't ever fish naked. But Peter said, that's it, I'm going fishing naked. And then God appeared on the scene. What's the first thing Peter did? Boy's about as backward as he can be. Jumped in the water, put his clothes on.
Come on.
Trying to hide himself.
Yeah.
But he said, Peter, do you love me? God, you know I love you.
If I do wear,
Peter, do you love me?
Come on, son.
Lord, you know I love you. Peter, do you love me? The Bible says Peter got angry. God, you know I love you. He said, well, then feed my sheep. Feed my sheep.
how many feeding this sheep?
Feed my sheep, Peter. The Lord. Peter, I didn't ask what you did. I said, will you feed my sheep tonight?
Come on.
Will you feed me?
Right.
Or is your faith so small, like Judas was? Even Peter watched all the miracles happen in front of him, denied my God 3 times before the cock crowed. The man that walked, talked, prayed, and eat with my Lord denied. If we all get to heaven, it's going to be by the hair of our chinny chin chin.
That's right.
I'm going to leave you with this tonight. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Where were you when I carved the oceans? Where were you when I traced my fingers over those rivers? Everything He commanded when He walked on water is because they all answered to Him. Where were you, New Life? Where were you when He laid the foundations? What you doeth, you must do. Whatever you're doing, you must do quickly. Brother Randy, will you feed the sheep? What thou doest, do it quickly. Where were you when I laid the foundations?
Come on.
I'm coming down your dusty road with you in my palm. I've never left you, never forsake you. But I'm still holding you in my right hand, in my of my hand.
That's right.
Where were you tonight? I don't know why, but I'm going to ask. I call her Big Mama, but I'm going to ask Sister Joanne. Will you pray over this house tonight?
Lord, you see the hearts of every one of us, God, that's sitting in this place tonight, God. And Lord, you know whether we're coming up short or not, God. You know, God, whether we're failing you, God, or not, God. And Lord, I pray, God, in the name of Jesus, God, that you stir our hearts, God. Lord, that you stir our hearts, God, that we would
Yeah.
focus, God, in our hearts and our minds, God, to seek you, God. Lord, to put you first, God, in our lives, God. Lord, that we, God, would dedicate our lives all over again, God, to you, Jesus. That, God, that we would follow you, God. And, God, that we would do your will, oh God. God, strengthen us, God. Lord, and help us, God. Help us, God, to return, God, to that first love, God. God, that desire, God, that was in us, God, at the very beginning, God. Lord, help us to see us, God, and not see our brothers or our sisters, God. And God, let our hearts be stirred tonight, God. Stir us, oh God.
Yeah, Lord.
God, help us to return, God. Lord, with all of our hearts, Lord. In Jesus' name, God, I pray. Have your way, Jesus.
Touch our heart.
Have your way. Have your way, Jesus. Bless your name, Jesus.
Beautiful, son. Man, that was back when. I tell you what the soul do. If you really sit right where you're sitting, and if God had to depend on you tonight to be the one that had the faith to believe for somebody that's dying in this building tonight, where would you stand as you stood before God to pray the prayer of faith for that person? I want everybody in this church, this is supposed to be prayer meeting night. This is what this is called, and we've turned it into everything in the world but a prayer meeting tonight. I want you to come to this altar tonight, and I want you to thank the Lord for blessing the little man. That was good. That was real good. And the way he brought it out. Where do we stand tonight, people? With God, ourselves, personally, me. Donna can't answer for her niece. She's a big girl now. She has to answer for her own sins. Let's walk down here at this altar tonight. Give a few minutes time. Show God that you're sincere. That you're weighed in the balances tonight.